A man who admitted to putting guns into the hands of violent criminals around Seattle for years learned his punishment. The ATF matched guns legally purchased by Dion Cooper to dozens of crimes, including shootings and robberies. Today, Cooper was sentenced to 3 years in federal prison after he pled guilty to trafficking firearms and making false statements during a gun purchase. KOMO's Jeremy Harris is live at the federal courthouse in Seattle with more. Jeremy?
Dion Cooper may not have been the one pulling the trigger, but he admitted he was the one who lied while buying these guns and then gave them to felons who shouldn't have had them. It's a practice known as straw purchasing, and prosecutors say they've already linked dozens of the guns that Cooper bought to violent crimes here in the Seattle area. But here's the thing. 70 of the guns that he bought are still unaccounted for and likely still in the wrong hands. Dion Cooper may have walked out of court today, but he'll soon have to report to federal prison for a 3-year sentence in what prosecutors call the largest straw purchasing case in Seattle history.
This is a very strong sentence.
Assistant United States Attorney Todd Greenberg prosecuted Cooper.
So a 3-year sentence in this case does send a message, and I hope it's heard by others like Dion Cooper.
The ATF proved Cooper was buying guns at stores around Seattle, then giving those guns to felons and juveniles who couldn't legally buy them. Investigators linked the guns Cooper bought to dozens of violent crimes, including this 2023 homicide in South Seattle.
54 of the guns that Dion Cooper purchased were linked to and used in violent crimes, a homicide, drive-by shootings, armed robberies, bank robberies, assaults. So this wasn't theoretical at all. These guns caused immense harm in our community.
Court documents list the guns that Cooper bought, saying gun store employees were suspicious of him. And in one case, an employee asked him, quote, "You're buying all these for yourself, right?" Cooper responded, "Yes, they're all for me." Then the employee asked Cooper what happened to the guns he previously bought, to which Cooper responded something to the effect of, "I lost a bunch of them."
Look, we have too many guns on the street. And because of Dion Cooper, there are 133 extra guns on the street being used in crimes. That is literally adding fuel to the fire that our community is already dealing with.
Prosecutors wanted a 41-month sentence in this case. The federal public defender wanted him released on probation alone. Ultimately, the judge settled on a 36-month sentence. He'll have to report to federal prison in February. Now, neither Cooper nor his attorney wanted to speak with reporters after today's hearing, but in a sentencing memo, his public defender said that he grew up in a community around Kent where he lost friends to gun violence, and that in his mind, at the time he was making these straw purchases, everybody needed a gun, so he was just giving the guns to those who couldn't buy them on his own. He'll have to think about that for a few years in federal prison. Reporting live outside the federal courthouse, Jeremy Harris, KOMO News.